Hey guys, Hoody here. If you're seeing this, then it's Friday night, which is my usual time for my Friday night jams. Today I'm actually doing something a little bit different. I've just released my 10th song on Spotify and Apple Music, and that song is called The Drowning Man. I'm really excited about it. I did a rough version of it a few months back and just sort of been sitting there on the sides, but now I've just released it and I'm really excited about it. So I thought for today, I might just do something a bit different. I'm going to put a link to the song in the comments. So you can go and click on the link to the song, or if it's not there, if you're looking at this on YouTube, where maybe I can't put a link, I'm not sure, then I'll put it. Then you're just going to go search for The Drowning Man by Andrew Hood on your favorite platform and you'll see it there. But today, I thought I would just take a moment to explain that song and talk about how I wrote it and the background of that song, because sometimes people are really fascinated by the backgrounds of the song, of really understanding what the lyrics are about, right? I'm going to look at my screen, so I don't want to get the lyrics wrong. But so what I thought I'd do is I'll just take a moment to talk you through it. So um, some of my best songs have been done where I've had a very specific scenario in mind. Like I had a song called Today, Tomorrow, and Forever, which was effectively a love letter from a man to his dying wife on her deathbed in a hospital, right? And he's saying all these things about how he loves her and, he's not going to be able to go on. And it was just gave it a real authenticity, that song. So I wanted to do another song where I could use that sort of a situation. So I wrote this song and it's called The Drowning Man. And it starts, if we look at the first verse, I'm going to read some of the words now. And the setting I had in my head is this man sits down at a wedding and he's got his wife is sort of buzzing around, and he's an alcoholic, and he sees this bottle or two of wine in the middle of the table, and he's sitting there and he knows he wants to be on his best behavior. So he's sitting there and he can see that wine, right? And the whole thing of the drowning man is he's drowning through alcohol, right? So he's sitting there and look at the wine. So if I look at the first few lines, right, he starts to talk about, I could drink the bottle. I'm sitting there, I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. I could drink the bottle, or I could take the world in my hands. So you've got two really different lines there, right? And he's sitting there weighing this up. Am I going to drink the bottle? I'm going to take the world in my hands. Which way am I going to go? And so we're starting to get a sense straight away that this man is really dealing with some heavy stuff while he's sitting at this table, right? So he's starting to think about it. Um, what's the way he's going to handle this situation? And he goes on a bit further, right? If he starts to drink, he goes, I could tip the table, right? So he knows if he gets drunk, he's going to do something crazy. I could tip the table, or I could show the world what I'm made of, right? So again, there's four lines there, and each second line is really going against that last line, right? So I could drink the bottle, or I could take the world in my hands. I could tip the table, or I could show the world what I'm made of, right? There's just some really big things in there. And then at the end, he sings, uh, it never changes a thing. So he's had these discussions before in his head. It's always been difficult for him. He's really thinking about this, right? So, and then we have a break where he implores his wife, or you could reach out and save me if you dare, because I'm a drowning man, right? So we've got this first chorus. He's an alcoholic. He's weighing up whether he embraces life or he embraces the bottle, and he's really sitting there trying to weigh these two up. So then we go through that first chorus, and then we get into the second one. And what I wanted to do is maybe give a little bit of background into how he got to this stage, right? So I start to hint at a few things, right? And I write this line, I could snap and lose it, right? And then you go, okay, he's getting a bit angry. And then he says, I could snap and lose it, tell you right to your face that this thing is over and that you can go live it with him. So all of a sudden we're going, okay, there's an alcoholic, but he's in this situation. Maybe that's played into, the wife is having an affair, so maybe that's played into his misery. Maybe that's, where he's at, and he's sort of dealing with that situation. So you can sort of see there's a bit of a demise of him happening, and and he's just going, I don't know when this pain's going to end. I don't know when it's going to end. But you can just reach out and save me if you can, because I'm the drowning man, right? So um, he's really going through this, and I think where it really stemmed was I didn't think him as an alcoholic. I didn't think he had the courage to be able to look at his wife and tell her that he knew she was having an affair, right? So instead of doing that and risk his whole life falling apart, he chooses to drink and be miserable. So really got this song, and I just sort of built it line by line. You know, I started with just the alcoholic bit, and then I started to go, well, why is he in this state? You know, and we just sort of get deeper and deeper into it, and I sort of it's a bit of a misery song, but some of the best songs are, right. And I put this off for a long time. I did the first rough version of it a few months ago, but I just love to sing it. Something about the tone in the song, I just love to sing. And it wasn't really until I got it back from my mixer that I went, man, oh, there's a buzz flying around. Man, this has come out really well. So I was really pumped, right? I was really excited about how great this song has actually come up. And I think it's one of my favorites. So I thought I just wanted to take a minute and explain to you the thought process behind this song. Gosh, I can tell you, not every song I write has that much thought into it. But I write books and other things, so I love the art of storytelling, and that's what I'm trying to bring to some of these songs at the moment. So that's my new song. It's called "The Drowning Man." That's what it's about. And if you got a couple of minutes and you want to go and check it out on Apple Music or Spotify, I'll see if I can leave a link. If I can't, just go and search for "The Drowning Man" by Andrew Hood in your favorite music platform. And I hope you like it. I've got some great stuff coming up. Like I said, I've got about 7 or 8 songs in production at the moment, just slowly ticking along, and they'll sort of like dominoes. The next one goes and the next one goes, and I'm going to be working with some great singers. I've got a couple of great singers lined up to come and sing. So you're probably getting sick of my voice because I'm getting sick of my voice. So I'm going to get some singers in to help me sing some of those songs. And there's some dance tunes. So that's not all misery. I've actually got some really great energy songs coming up for you guys. So watch this space, and I hope you like my music. I just do it for the fun. There's no money in it. I'm not trying to build a presence on YouTube or anything like that. I just love to play my guitar, and I love to write songs, and I've been doing that for 35 years now, so I really enjoy it. But thanks again for listening and your attention, and I hope you like the new song. Enjoy.